Friday, August 10th, 2012, about 3:15 in the morning. I think this is like the 6th weekly update. I'm kind of tired right now. I've only been up since like 8 p.m., so for 7 hours, but just been sitting in the recliner that entire time and just had a big old bowl of fried rice, so sugar crash and feeling pretty tired, but it's time to make a video, so why not just get to it. Sort of a strange week. Work. So this morning, or yesterday morning, Thursday morning, I guess that would be the 9th, I believe I had my 6th shot of testosterone, and everything else, of course. Also been taking creatine regularly. Also have had a better-ish diet. Few things I've noticed this week is that my sleep was much better. It seems like I'm having a bit more difficulty falling asleep, but when I get to sleep, it's a deep, sound sleep the entire time. I may wake up once to go pee, but everything else is blackness, and I have no concept of what's going around. Around me, I'm completely unconscious, which is what sleep should be, right? Early in the week, my elbows were hurting me pretty bad, and I'm just kind of pissed. And I hate this job, and how long until this tendinitis becomes something that's more permanent? And I don't know how I can do this much longer. I don't want to have damaged my joints beyond repair. But as the week went on, my elbows and wrists got significantly better, and I don't really feel any pain right now, even on my days off, which it's strange, but I seem to feel the joint pain when I'm resting more than when I'm actually being active. I have felt pretty strong. I tend to sort of finish my shifts feeling better than when I started. Also this week, I've had a couple of comments about people saying you're acting differently. And out of everything, it's probably the one thing I was, most looking forward to was hopefully, having that haze, that cloud lift a bit. I have a hard time articulating exactly what the differences are. It seems that it's something that I notice less than what other people can notice. What I notice is that, I would have the same thoughts now as I would before, but I'm sort of more apt to say them. So maybe more of an increased openness, more apt to say what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, which is very strange for me. And it's so early in this sort of transition, psychologically, emotionally, whatever, that the old me, which, listening to me right now, I probably come off exactly the same as I always do. I sound and I feel exactly like I always do when I make these videos. But if there is indeed a change happening, I can almost kind of feel the contrast in my head, like the old me, almost like considering the new me, or the openness, or the willingness to speak with people in such a way as being kind of like a pussy move. So I'll say something like nice, and the old me would be like, "Fuck you! What are you acting like a bitch for? Why are you saying that? Stop that!" But and it's not that being nicer is a bitch move, but I think mostly it's like this opposition to, or I don't want to accept that a hormone or an imbalance dictates who I am or how I act or how I feel. That's what feels like the weak shit. So the old me of whatever, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, is like, really? Do you really just come down to the sum of the chemicals in your head? Can that change completely the way that you see the world, the way that you treat people, the way that you feel about people? And that it's just a strange sort of clash in my head right now, and we'll see as time goes on what happens. And I'm sorry if that's confusing. I have no better way to verbalize it because I don't quite understand it myself. I do feel sort of more intellectually capable, more motivated in a way, even though I'm not really making good on that motivation. My life is still pretty dull and lonely and boring, so maybe I'll get out there and do stuff. Another thing that I'm sort of struggling with is, well, am I feeling better because of this, regulation of the hormone testosterone, which makes a man feel as he should, or in the last month or so, I've been talking, a lot of air quotes in this video, talking with a female friend, which is, through the talking and texting stage, become more than just friends. And, there's that excitement about that, like, ooh, I met someone and she's really cool. So you feel that optimism because of that potential, what can happen. So is it the testosterone? Is it this person that's come into my life in a detached way? Is it a combination of both of those things? I don't know. I'm just as confused as you are right now. So as a recap, physically feeling pretty good. Joints may indeed be improving. The tendinitis, the inflammation may be improving a bit. Feeling a bit more intelligent, able to think more clearly, and people have mentioned to me without prodding that you're acting differently. What's going on, and like in a good way. So I like that sort of objective observation versus me just sort of being really confused about whether or not I do indeed feel better today than I did a month ago. Which I think I might just really approaching it as cautiously and with as much skepticism as possible, because again, the title of my video a couple weeks ago was Managing Expectations. So who knows what's going on. It is indeed crazy, though, that 200 milligrams, which is nothing. The syringe, like a syringe is like this big. Like maybe that much of it is filled up with fluid. So this much, like 2 units of fluid once a week, can it really be having this strong of an effect? We'll see. If today was, or yesterday was indeed the 6th injection, then in 3 to 4 weeks I should be getting another blood test to see what my blood testosterone level has, what has happened to it in that time. So at that point I'll have more, tangible results of what's happening inside of my body. But as of now, just a confusing week. Not sure. Just that struggle in my head of, am I changing? Do I want to change? Can I attribute this to the hormone treatment? Are people just crazy? Can I attribute this to developing a relationship with a female? I don't know. So I guess we'll all find out as time goes on. But sticking to that 10-minute time limit, so finishing up, I am indeed moving here in about exactly 3 weeks. Very close, but a much bigger space. I am lazy enough that I'm hiring movers to do that for me, because I've moved so many times. You could take any 10 of you viewing this right now and sum up all of the places you've lived in your life, and you probably still have not lived as many places as I have lived by myself. Like literally close to 40 addresses. I'm sick of carrying shit, so I'm gonna let somebody else do it for me for $200. Why not? Work is going okay. It's kind of hard, still kicking my ass. See how that goes. That's all though. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and until next time.